Hey, this is Mike Durr, the Kingwood Mortgage Guy, and I wanted to get this information out because right now rates are really good, but I also wanted to touch base with you just because I've seen some people that are checking rates in a manner that's really not the best way to do it. And I was going to use this chart, so I wanted to go over to this chart and show you. This is a picture of the last 3 months on the bond market. And here's what happens. They bounce around, and of course, you can, I don't know if you can see the dates here, but this right here represents June 24th on this bond chart. And this is what they call a Japanese candlestick chart. And what it shows is it shows the upward movement in this on this particular date. And then if you look here, you can see just to the right, there's like a candlestick or a wick on the top of the bar that shows that the bond market had actually gone up to a certain point, and then it came back down, but it settled right there. And then the next day it actually started where it left off, and it went up again. And there wasn't too big of a wick, but it did fall back again, and then it stayed steady for a couple days. And then this is June the 30th, and June the 30th, for the next couple days, it just got better and better. And this is July the 5th, okay? Because it figures the weekends. There's not a bar in there for the weekends. And then on July 5th, of course, this is a short week. This is the holiday week in our country because of the July 4th weekend. The market was pretty steady there. And then this represents July the 12th. This was Wednesday. Well, would that be Tuesday? And then what's happened all this week, the market has gone down. Now, if you were being quoted rates, let's see, there you go. It kind of reformats because it's kind of figuring the numbers again. But if you got quoted here, then you're liable going to be disappointed because rates have fallen back a little bit since then. But I wanted to show you the perspective. If you look at this, I just changed the chart from a 3-month chart to a 6-month chart, and you can see that even at its lowest point right now, it's still better than it's been all the way up until since February the 11th. So for the last 6 months, these are the best rates that have been out there. And then if you go back even further, if I go year to date, again, you can see that rates today are much better than they were. And then if I do the max, which is, I think it goes back a year and a half, you can actually see that the rates are as good as they were back in January of 2015, so almost a year and a half. So we definitely are in a great rate area. But let me go back to what I was talking about. When you get quotes, you can see that this bar has moved up throughout the day. It actually went to this point up here, and then it fell back. Well, that's over the course of the full day. And so the trading range on that particular day might have been 60 or 70 or 80 basis points. And if you would have got a quote from somebody in the morning and the number was down here, and then you got another quote in the afternoon from somebody up here, the two rates would vary. And so this guy would look like a hero because his rate is going to be better than the guy that you got a rate for in the morning. And so what I always encourage you to do is when you're looking or shopping for rates, you always want to get your rate quoted to you not only in the same day, but a lot of times in the same half a day. And it might even be better to do it in the same morning or the same afternoon. That way you're at least looking at the rates as they move, because they do change. They're dynamic. They change consistently throughout the day. And then, just watch it. If you wait a day or two, somebody that would have quoted you a rate right here, well, I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed because you probably aren't going to be able to get that rate until it bounces back up, and hopefully it will. So anyway, I just wanted to touch base and show that information to you so that you understood how best to shop for rates and to get the best rate. And after you get the best rate, then, rates are an important part of it, but it's not everything. And it's important that you feel comfortable with the person you're doing your loan with, and that they're transparent in how they handle your loan transaction. You want to know. One of the things that I find is knowing what's going on is a real stress reducer. So it's real helpful if you know what's going on during the loan process. Anyway, this is Mike Durr, the Kingwood Mortgage Guy. Hopefully this is helpful information for shopping for rates, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Oh, by the way, my number is going to be on here somewhere. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.